Róisín, you still, I would imagine, would be quite frank, you would still have mentors that you would seek out their advice.
Absolutely. I mean, I think at every stage in our career, it's not that you have a very prescriptive notion of what a mentor is meant to do for you, but sometimes you need somebody external who's objective. You can just ask a question, this doesn't feel right, or this feels right, what do you think? So I think it is really important to seek out that advice, because you need perspective. The deeper you are in a role, the less perspective you're going to have about what you're doing. And it's really important to get those sort of multi-dimensional areas of advice and feedback. And I think as well for women, we tend to be less confident. That voice in our head, we might hide it well, but there's also that little niggle of self-doubt. And I think mentorship can really help us go beyond that. And I would strongly advise anybody who's interested in exploring mentoring but doesn't have access to a mentoring program, not to overlook something as simple as asking a woman that you know or admire for, as Mary said, a coffee or an informational interview. A woman I worked with in the US in another organization, she didn't have much time, but she always made time for women for an hour to do what she called an information interview. And I think that's a great place to start, because if your organization doesn't have it, or if you're somewhere where you just don't have that access, don't overlook the power of just a one-time connection that might provide you with some critical advice and put you on a journey to finding a mentor.